name is Jason. I'm with Portfolio Resident Services, and we wanted to make a fun little video. All of the food that you see here is what was in your food box from the Central Texas Food Bank. We're so thankful for our Central Texas Food Bank partners. And so what are we going to do with some of this food, Grayson?
I don't know. Well, I mean, you may be wondering what to do with all this good old stuff. Well, this is going to be one of your best ideas.
We're going to whip up some food. Hopefully, it's going to be good. We will try it. But we thought we would make some cornflake fried beef. We're also going to make some au gratin potatoes. And then for dessert, we're going to do Bisquick pear cobbler. So most of the stuff that we use, or the key ingredients, are going to be in the food box from Central Texas Food Bank. You are going to need some flour, some butter. We thought we'd use Bisquick because it's so inexpensive, and then some cheese. But other than that, some oil. Other than that, it should be stuff that you have in your pantry. And
First, we're gonna cook the au gratin potatoes because they take the longest to cook in the oven.
Absolutely. We're starting with a roux. A roux is a fancy word for, oh, I don't know, fat and flour. Okay, first we need 3 tablespoons of butter. We're going to put that in our saucepan, and we want it to melt all the way. Okay, so the butter's melted. I lowered the heat to low because we don't want to burn the flour. And now we're going to put in 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Dump that in. Give it a little shake. All right, now you whisk the butter in with the flour. Now, once you get a nice smooth consistency, you want to slowly pour in your 2 cups of milk. Or a little less than slowly. And you want to bring that to a boil. Okay, so our roux has been thickening for 2 minutes. We're going to turn off the heat. And then we have a cup of shredded cheese. You can use just whatever your favorite cheese is, and we're just going to basically fold that in. Cheese melt. Also, the recipe may have said to add salt and pepper at the very beginning, but when you forget that, you just pick a good time. I like pepper. All right, we got that all stirred up. Nice cheesy mixture. Creamy cheesy mixture. And now we're going to put it all in our baking dish. All right, so these are our low sodium sliced potatoes. Perfect for au gratin since they're already sliced. I'm just gonna open up the cans and drain them. So I'm going to rinse these potatoes off just to get a little bit of that canned water off. And then I'm going to put them in a paper towel lined bowl. So we're just left with our potatoes. All right, so this is the easy part. All we need is a oven-safe dish. It needs to be well greased. So get your cooking spray, Spray that all over. And then you just begin to line your potatoes on the bottom of the dish. Now, traditional au gratin potatoes also call for onions. I do not like onions, so, you know, I went with the chef's preference. But traditionally, you would do a layer of sliced potatoes and then a layer of sliced onion or diced onion, and then a layer of your cheese sauce. You don't want to use it all in one swath. You just want to kind of pour that over there. And that is the perfect amount of potatoes for this amount of cheese sauce. Why use a wooden spoon when you can use a slice of potato? All right, now a recipe calls for us to cover that with aluminum foil. Stick it in our preheat oven at 350 degrees. Okay, so in our first dish, we made au gratin potatoes using the 2 cans of sliced potatoes and the milk. Now we're going to use some more milk along with our sliced pears to make some pear cobbler. We've added to that Bisquick, a cup of sugar, and some ground cinnamon, as well as a half a cup of melted butter or a similar fat. The first thing that we're gonna do is I'm gonna open up these peaches, strain them, and then I'm gonna toss them in a bowl with the sugar. Pears, I said peaches, they're pears. Unlike the sliced potatoes, I'm not gonna rinse these because some of that juice will just help sweeten and make that cobbler even more yummy. So we're gonna go right in the bowl. We're gonna come over here and get our sugar. And this is the fun part. Sugar mixed in with those pears. All right. Then, in our 8-inch square baking dish, we're gonna mix our 1 cup of Bisquick, as well as our 1 cup of milk. I'm gonna whisk that together first. that's well mixed, we're going to start to pour in our 1/2 cup melted butter. Stir all that in.
Are you adding the cinnamon?
Add some cinnamon, about a teaspoon. It smells amazing. Okay, so now we've got our peaches that have been tossed in the sugar. I'm gonna use a slotted spoon to get those peaches out just so I don't get too much juice in there. And I'm just gonna spoon those over our mixture. If you have a bigger pan, you might even do like a pear and apricot mixture. That wouldn't be a bad idea. There's all our peaches. I also thought last minute, our pears, I keep saying peaches. I also did last minute, I crunched up some of the cornflakes, mixed it with cinnamon and sugar, and I'm just gonna kind of drizzle that over the top as a little topping. Now, that goes in the oven at 375 for 50 to 60 minutes. Okay, so I'm making what's called the, not the dredge, but what's that
Coating?
called? The coating for our chicken fried beef. What I did is I took some cornflakes, I put them in a Ziploc baggie, I put in there salt, pepper, garlic seasoning, whatever seasoning you like. Took a rolling pin and I just rolled the cornflakes.
Give it a few clicks.
Breaks them up really nice and fine so they'll coat our beef that we'll fry. Okay, so we took our canned beef, we strained it, then we mixed it, the whole can, with 1 egg and a 1/2 cup of flour. We formed some patties. I separated them by this parchment paper and I stuck it in the freezer just for a couple minutes to get it all firmed up. So we're gonna take our patties, and Grayson, what are we gonna do?
So first we put it in a bit of flour, and then second thing we do is put it in the egg salt, as you might see. Third, we put in the garlic or whatever it is.
Now these are cornflakes. These are cornflakes.
Yeah, I mean in the cornflakes. And then we let it dry or sit.
Let it dry for 2 minutes. So all that nice coating will stick on there. Okay. Round 2.
You do the same thing as the other one. Flour, eggs, then cornflakes, then dry.
Flour. Egg wash. Cornflakes.
And then we let it dry for the same 2 minutes. So the
Kind of making a mess.
yeah, so that the combination sticks together.
There we go. Let that dry. All right, so Grayson is my cameraman, and now we're gonna fry up our chicken fried steak. Put that in some hot oil. The steak is already, the beef is already cooked. So basically we're just gonna fry each side about 2 minutes. On the pan.
I'm just taking more.
No? All right, we are ready to flip. First chicken fried steak is out drying on the rack. Second one is in the pan. Now some people flip often. I would recommend waiting a full 2 minutes while the one side cooks before you flip it. That's helping that loose canned beef firm up. All right, so our meal is complete. So I will mention the crackling paper that you heard in the background. That was our 1-year-old. And so, but he will not be in the video. But we have our au gratin potatoes. Nice and cheesy, those look delicious. We have our chicken fried steak. I don't know if you can hear that. Nice and crispy. And for dessert, we have our pear cobbler. I don't know if you noticed that. That was the first time I didn't say peach first. So, you ready for a taste? Let's see, I'm gonna taste it first.
Can I try? Let's see how this goes.
What do you think? Nice and crispy on the outside, soft on the inside.
I feel like it sort of tastes like, it doesn't have as much taste buds as a tender would, but I'm saying it still tastes good, and it sort of tastes a little buttery.
A little buttery.
Yeah, a little buttery texture.
Let's try the au gratin potatoes.
Yeah. So it looks like our appetizer, that was our entree. We did the entree early before the appetizer, but you know the appetizer goes before the entree, but our appetizer is the potatoes, obviously.
No, that's a side dish.
Yeah.
Side dish. That's delicious. The potatoes are amazing. Those soft potatoes really cook well.
Yeah.
Do you want to try a cheesy potato? No? Okay. Alrighty. So that, and then the peach cobbler just came out of the oven. I mean, the pear cobbler just came out of the oven. We are gonna wait a little bit before we try that. But thank you for watching with us. Again, we just wanted to have a little fun, give you some options and ideas from your Central Texas Food Bank food distribution. Thank you so much, Central Texas Food Bank, for supporting families in the Austin area. We really appreciate your partnership.